As we've seen, churches have played a very important role in our communities. What types of programs do you have currently to support your current congregation or the community as a whole? David?
Wow, so many things. I think the reason for our existence is so people have an opportunity to experience their divinity, and how one effective way is to serve other people or other organizations or other living creatures or even inanimate creatures, outreach, as well as taking care of what's going on inside oneself. It's a great balance. I'm a big fan of not seeing volunteers as free labor, but mostly giving people an opportunity to experience the beauty of who they are.
Do you have any formal programs that you have through your church for your congregation?
Oh yeah, there are regular outreach opportunities, as well as we have one focused or featured organization per month where the whole spiritual community can get together and throw their time and their talent and their treasure toward. And that's turned out to be quite effective. Really enjoying it.
And?
A very important way of outreach for our churches, for the community, is our Christian Science Reading Room, which is located on Lincoln Avenue. And it is, just for purposes of description, it's a religious bookstore in which you can purchase or study or borrow Christian Science literature, Bibles, King James Version, Bible thesauruses, Bible dictionaries, our textbook, and there's also a study annex where you are all are welcome to come in and use the study annex. Mrs. Eddy founded the Christian Science Monitor, which is a global outreach for reporting accurate and unbiased news. There is a religious article in it. It used to be a daily paper. It's now a weekly news journal. There are other periodicals that are for sale in the reading room, or, again, study. We offer Christian Science talks for the community, and we held 2 recently in Spanish that were well attended. So our outreach is in that. We've done some practical things, like we've supported the Second Harvest Food Bank and the Battered Women's Shelter. Those are our specific donations. But our outreach is in what we offer in our services, the Christian Science Reading Room.
You know, you talked a little bit about the changing demographics. What type of demographics or changes have you seen within your congregation?
I see the congregation is getting younger, which is rather exciting and fulfilling, because people have an opportunity to explore who they really are and become awake to who they really are. And it's not something that's reserved just for retirement or when you start becoming aware of your mortality. It's more finding a way to have practical applications toward living. So I'm finding that people really are interested. How do I find a life that works?
You know, with the openness that you have in your religious teachings, do you have a very diverse population in your congregation?
Oh man, that's one of the things I love the most about the Center for Spiritual Living, is that you will find in the room on Sunday morning, let's say, you'll find that there are people who are practicing Catholics, and there are people who just got back from the synagogue, and then there are those who are hanging around in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and those who would call themselves atheists, but they're interested in energetic possibilities. So the demographic is extraordinary. It's vast. And there's harmony within everybody. Do you find that as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have seen, being the neighborhood church, which doesn't signify anything other than for our local community, our neighbors. We have seen an encouraging sign of kids in our Sunday school. We have a lot of kids visiting our Sunday school. And what we've seen recently in the last few years is we have people who are attending our services, which are not necessarily members of the church, which of course is always an opportunity, but we have visitors who come regularly, who for whatever reason don't join. Doesn't matter. We welcome all.
Now, both of your churches are actually located in residential areas or in amongst houses, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
What are the pros and cons of that?
We don't as you do, we don't boast hundreds in our services, but I always think back to the Bible when one on the side of God is a majority, because we're so prayer based that really one powerful prayer can heal a whole lot of things. So I don't look at it as pros and cons. I don't look at it as a con. It's just where we are, and we service our community. That's and we're here to bless our community.
And David, with a congregation of your size, you guys must be busting at the seams.
Well, we have the constant opportunity to be good neighbors. And I do my best to wave and say hello, and I tend not to be too shy anyway, so I know what's going on in the neighborhood. And we do our best to stay awake.
Websites, Facebook, are you using any of these things?
Our church, being the mother church and the organization as a whole, has a website, www.spirituality.com, and our church is working on a website. It's not up and running yet, but it's in the process. But our name gets out there also through the Christian Science Monitor. We claim that one really really quickly.
Use that.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, we use our website. We post our weekly Sunday, what traditional churches would call sermons, our lesson. So there's the video on that site, so anybody can watch it. You can download it. Also, the audio portion you can download to your iPod or MP3s, and someday soon the iPad, I understand. And we also use Facebook. Facebook is a huge virtual community for those people who are not living. I mean, we're a 24/7, 365 world now. So do you want the website?
Yeah, if you'll give me the website.
Yeah, it's simple. It's 3 dubs and cslsj.org. So Center for Spiritual Living San Jose.org, cslsj.org.
And if people would like more interest about Christian Science, where would they go to get that?
2060 Cottle Avenue or 2034 Lincoln Avenue. Come visit our services. Wednesday is very informal. Sunday is the more traditional. All are welcome there. And of course, our reading room is just really an oasis for all to come in and learn.
Thank you, and we really appreciate you both joining us here at Willow Glen in Motion.
Thank you.
I have learned a lot about the religious history here in Willow Glen and the religions that influence our lives on a daily basis. It's interesting to see the progression of religion as our religious organizations continually reach out to meet the changing needs of our community. Again, I urge you to go to our website at willowgleninmotion.com and find the links to the various religious organizations featured on our show at the Affiliations tab. Take some time and explore the richness and diversity, the bond of community, and the uniqueness that is Willow Glen, where you work, shop, play, and worship. In our next episode, we'll be exploring alternative medicines in Willow Glen. Until next time, let's keep Willow Glen in motion.